I'm Erin Bender. I'm the owner and operator with my husband Dustin Bender of CABB Farms. Farm name stands for our family heritage, so Caruso Alt Moreland Bender is how we chose the name. It really is a throwback to our families who, both sides of our families, participated in agriculture most of their lives. We really felt like that lifelong love of sustainability and family brought us to that name. My two children, Amelia, who is 14, and Matthias, who is 11, also participate on the farm. So not only do we run and operate CABB Farms, each of them have their own herds for genetic diversity. So they're running their own businesses alongside us in the cattle production world. So here at CABB Farms, we offer a grass-fed and finished beef product to our consumers. Lots of people ask us, what does it mean to be finished? So in traditional agriculture, producers who raise cattle will feed grain to their animals. We chose from the very beginning to be a grass-fed and finished operation just by choice, had nothing to do with how other people chose to raise their animals, and there's nothing wrong with feeding an animal grain. In our books, I think the cattle industry is the cattle industry in as many ways. It's going to take all of us to be able to feed not only the US but the world, and so we tend to not try to bash our partners but in agriculture, but we wanted to make sure that we created a sustainable product and something that was healthy for us and our family, and we felt like using a grass-fed and finished operation was the way to go. So our animals on this farm do not receive any grain. We feed grass obviously in the summertime when we're able to get out on the fields, and then hay and other forages during the winter month when they are confined to areas where we don't have them out on the fields. Purchase through us here off the farm, but we also sell frozen beef products at the Westerville Farmers Market and the Worthington Farmers Market. So every Saturday in the summertime, you'll find us at both of those markets, typically from 9 a.m., 8 a.m. to noon. But the Worthington Market is also a year-round market. So in the winter times, we're also selling at the Worthington Market indoor. So we're slaughtering somewhere between 60 and 70 head of animals each year to fulfill the customers' needs that we have at both of those markets. So we tend to focus on evening hours. Dustin and I both work off the farm full time, and so usually what I tell people is give me a call and make an appointment. But we do have a few customers that we've worked with a long time, and which we've made some alternative arrangements for them to pick things up. So here at CABB Farms, we try to utilize the newest and best technology that we can for calving. So these are called moo call sensors, and we put these on the cows' tails when it looks like they're close to calving. For all of the traditional ways that you would determine whether a cow is about ready to calve. And once we identify that, we go ahead and put these on their tails. And once you turn it on, the little blue light will flash, and then it will send information to my cell phone through the Moo Call app and let me know. And so what it's doing is it's testing how many times the cow's tail moves up and down, is helping them to determine through their algorithm the number of contractions that an animal is having. And so their algorithm says, X number of times the tail goes up and down, it'll shoot me a text saying, hey, you've had high cow activity in this particular cow for the last hour. So when we go to the second time around, the next hour, and we get a second text that says you've had high cow activity after 2 hours consecutively, we know that that calf is going to be born probably in the next hour, half an hour, whatever. So we use this so that, we're not having to get up 3 times a night to go out and check animals. This will just send us an alert to let us know that calves are about to be born. We purchased this land back in 2006 and really had never been in the cattle business. I grew up showing competitive quarter horses. My husband lived rurally, but never with livestock or animal. My dad was a livestock farmer, but we had sheep when I was a kid. So we really do feel kind of almost first generational as far as like this facility, this farm, and having cattle. So we really relied heavily on extension in the early days to help us to understand what we were doing. We bought our first pair of cattle in 2007. And we're now at over 250 head of cattle. We do this because we want to provide a great quality product to our consumers and to our family. And I think it's been important for us to be good stewards of the land and make sure that we can do the most and best we can with what we have been given. And that's what we focus on every day.